Hey guys, it's Katica giving you some guidance readings with the tarot and oracle cards. Today, I haven't been on for many months. I have been reviewing what I want to do in life, getting that push to go back online for my channel. I've got another channel that I do use, but I've only just started that one. So I just thought I'd do a quick pick a card reading and see how it goes, and then I'll figure out the backdrop or whatever. I might just keep it like this because it's quite easy for me just to sit down, plug in my camera and go with it. So without further ado, let's get into the I'm going to do whatever comes through and whatever messages come through. If you resonate, fantastic. If you don't, then perhaps there might be another card reading that you do resonate with, or I might not be the reader for you. It doesn't really matter. You're drawn to whatever readings you are inspired to continue to watch. So I'd love for you to subscribe and like if you like, but we'll get into the readings first. So I'm going to pull out some oracle cards first and see what's coming up. I do get the word spontaneous and surprise inspiration. I've actually had that today. So I want you to take that on board, to not underestimate what a day is going to bring you. You don't know. It's about expecting the unexpected, really, and you can go into a situation or a journey where you might not be feeling motivated to do things or to create things or to be who you are, because you are in that slumber mode where you're just getting to figure out your life and figure out some hard stuff in your life. It could be mind, it could be physical, it could be whatever it is, but I want you to know that there is a revolving door. See, I'm already looking at this completion. It's closing the door, so that means that there is something ending, but there is a revolving door. I mean, okay, we can look at the revolving door as in going in, going in, going in, going out, going in. But this is more like when I say revolving door, I'm more inclined to say that once you go through a door and it closes, there's another door for you to go. There's another journey, another path, another step for you to take. So we will continue that. I'm just going to, I want to have these readings as calm, as, as spontaneous as I can, but consistent, for me to do a better job in readings and be able to put out more content for you. I want to just do it as simple as possible without having whatever, you know, the unneeded extras, I guess. So but people just want to know something, want to know guidance, want to know just want to get out of the confusion. It's like the forest. You're walking in the forest and you just confuse you. There's all branches and trees everywhere and you just are lost and you're trying to find your way and you just want to find your way. And so I feel that these cards or guidance is going to help you find your way a little bit. It's not the be all end all, so don't rely on it heavily, because you can further make yourself confused. I've done it myself. Keep going, doing more, and you end up being confused anyway. So we will just, I'm not reading the cards yet. I'll just bring the cards out as they are, and then I'll say overall what I feel. These aren't jumping out because these are quite big, these ones. Just for, I'll put the duck, I will write down the tarot deck that I'm using when in the description. So I am going to take quite a few oracle cards, and then I'm going to do it with tarot. I'm just going to do it the way I want to do it. I'll figure it out along the way. For now, we want to add spontaneous readings. We want to have that reading. We want to be able to put forth some action. Again, now this is amazing. It's about not being perfect. It's about being imperfect and starting anyway. Don't keep yourself from doing things or taking action because you're afraid of it not working out. You're afraid of it's not perfect enough, it's not good enough. Put it out there, whatever that may be, a project, an idea, a job application, maybe a house location, relationship, whatever it is, self-improvement. Just get it out there, make that decision, and without trying to be too perfect, because sometimes we can go on that little cycle of constantly, if you can remember where a mouse is in that side, you know, that little wheel thing, and they're constantly doing that. You don't want to keep repeating that and you want to get off, but you don't know how. It's like that never-ending circle, that never-ending running to get to where you want to go, but you're still confused. You don't know when to stop or what path to take. So that's what I'm feeling with this reading here. So I'm just going to pull out some tarot. I'm just going to do whatever, just to get the energy here, and then I'm going to read the whole, as I say. I think we'll do 4 cards for the tarot. I just feel, I am hearing 6, so let's not be lazy. We'll add 2 more. Oh, it's amazing what's coming through. Okay, straight away I do see there is some sort of pain, so you may be in confusion, or it may be your mind, it may be your doubts, it may be things around you are feeling a bit confused. It's like you want to take the action, but there's something stopping you, but there is an ending, because you've got the world card, so the world is at your feet. So one door closes, another door opens. But so let's just start with the oracles down here. So first up, we've got the Sky Dancer, surrender. So it's about surrender for me. When I look at this, it's about that surrender to the flow of life, surrender to the what's happening in your life. Sometimes you can try and control your life or what you want to do, and sometimes the simple answer is just allow things to happen. Yes, take action when needed, but allow things to happen, and don't be too hard. It's focusing now. Don't be too hard on yourself if you feel that you're not quite ready to take that action, or you feel you're not quite sure if the action you're taking is going to be the right path or right decision for you. But it's saying here, surrender. So surrender in your need to control things or having it perfect. So this reading, I feel it's like, be imperfect on your path, because again, you're going to find those doors opening for you in the right time. But it's about releasing, I'm going to say releasing what no longer holds deep within you, or releasing what no longer, God, I'm just even mumbling my words, so I feel like there's a little bit of stutter, and I'm not talking about stutter talking. It's more like you're stopping yourself. You're feeling like it's not good enough. There is something that's stopping you from taking action, or something that's stopping you, and there is a bit of struggle. So with the 3 of Swords, we've got the transmuting pain. So Fool's Embrace, it's again Fool's Embrace. I feel like it's like, you know, the tarot card, the Fool. The Fool is new at the edge of the mountain, and ready to take off, ready to jump, ready to go forward, even if the Fool doesn't know what's going to happen. It's like jumping into the unknown. This is also transmuting pain, if that's going to. So transmuting pain is like, for what I'm going to read this like, it's like take that pain and use it for power. Use it to put yourself into action. And it's not about forgetting the pain or what's happened in your life. It's about using it for good use. It's like when you're going through struggles, and sometimes you don't want to take that action, or you don't want to take that next step because you're still trying to get through that pain. So use the pain to smoothly put you through to life, and it's going to be hard. Like I heard a little bit of, I was listening to a podcast, and they said something like, I think it was a podcast, might have been a book. It's like it's not about putting the pain into you, or like bringing the pain with you. It's like moving aside and letting the pain go out, or letting the trauma, or, well, okay, trauma will be a little bit more hard, but letting the pain or hurt or sadness move through you rather than move through around you and out, or the emotions really, rather than bringing it in and holding it in there. And it's going to stop you from moving forward, because you're going to feel that pain, and you're going to keep being, it's like a round circle, like I said, a round circle. So I do feel you're going to get over that, because there's a closing of the door and the completion. This is all about completing a cycle, completing a journey. You've got that door is a fire. So I want it today. I've been on my Facebook page, and it's all about fire. So I just had this words fire soul. Fire soul was the main words for the day for myself. So when I look at this, it's like fire soul. Use your soul power. Use the fire within you that's still burning for good, for moving you forward on your path, rather than setting you back and stagnate your action, stagnate your journey. And yes, it's okay to feel the emotions, feel what's happening in your life, but then have a plan, have a schedule, and figure out what you're going to do next on your path, because your journey is not over. That's what I want to say. And bring it into form. We've got, again, that's that running towards what you want. And take it, and sorry for my dog, sorry, we'll just wait for that. You're leaving a footprint in the world. You want to leave that legacy. You want to leave that, you know, something that shows that your life is worthwhile. It's like leaving the footprints for others to follow you even. But bring it into form. So when I look at that, bring it into form, it's like create everything of your story and bring it into form. Bringing your story into your journey, but don't let it define you. It's like, what do you know? What do you want in life? And then go forward with that. Yeah, see, a lot of this is there's some sort of hurt or pain or emotions or past that has been making you sit and ponder life and really not wanting to take that action because it's been hurting you. But here we've got the release the dark wound, let love live. So it's about releasing what no longer serves you. There is a completion, remember, we've got a completion here. So that's telling you you're in that cycle, you're going to get off it soon, but it's about surrendering. It's about surrendering. It's about surrendering what no longer serves you. It's okay to feel that emotion. It's okay to feel that pain, but it's now time to release it. And it's sometimes it is hard to release it, many years even. But these cards are amazing. It's like, wow, because I just look at it now. After the storm. You can't get much better than that. It's like you're rising after the storm. Your life has been a storm. Look at this. If you have a look at all this, it's like pain. Release the dark wound. And once you've released it, you're letting go. After the storm, you're rising up. It doesn't define you. It just brings more power into your fire soul. And I want to call this fire soul for some reason. And the king, we've got the tarot cards here. We've got the King of Swords, so he's ready for action. If you've got the crow, it's a crow about bringing the wisdom. I'm going to read these intuitively. It doesn't have to be exactly how the tarot is, but we are going to read this how we want. The bat comes out at night, if you look. Where the wisdom and knowledge is. And I feel that it doesn't have to make sense, but it's just about the King of Swords. He's ready for action. He's got his sword. He's ready for action. He's a leader. So he's a leader in his own right. He's got things on his back or on his shoulders. It's the weight of the shoulders, really. What's holding you back? What's holding your shoulders heavy? And it is time to release that. But the King of Swords, he's a leader and he's a power. And he's got the Owl of Wisdom here. And like, if you can see the back, he's climbed many mountains. If you can look at the back, he's climbed many mountains. It was hard, but he is still a leader. He's got bringing his wisdom. And the crow, it's all about, you know, they never give up. The crow never gives up. If you've seen a crow, it's about, I'm going to see as a crow of wisdom as well, and knowledge, and never giving up. I need my glasses because I can't see. What else? Sorry. What is on there? I'm not sure if that's a butterfly, moth or something, but it's like giving new birth. You want, it's like a new beginnings, something coming forward. He's got an idea and he's going to go forward. He's a leader. So you want to be that leader, and you're going to be that leader, because it's like, what is it? It's after the storm. It's after the storm, after when you've gone through so much. There's a closing of the door, and you've gone through so much. And the King of Swords, he's not giving up. He might have had traveled so far to get where he wants to go, or traveled a long journey of pain and suffering, or emotional feelings or things that not turning out right, but he's going to keep going because he's a Knight of Pentacles is next up. The Knight of Pentacles is saying he's making his own creative ideas. He knows what he wants financially. He's bringing along his horse. So he's got everything he needs to create the life that he wants. And you know the Knights, they're quite spontaneous. They're quite rushing into things or going. So when they've got an idea, when they've got a creative idea, they're going to rush into it, or they're going to make a movement, and they're not going to let anything stop you. So it's like after the storm, you're going to be the King of Swords, which means you're going to be the leader. And then you've got the creative ideas. You've got things that you know you want to do. You're leaving a legacy. It's like leaving all your creative ideas behind you, and we're not saying leaving it behind you as in leaving it behind you. It's more like you're paving your story. You're paving your future. You're building that foundation with your creative ideas. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be arts or paints or whatever. It's anything creative that you're doing with your mind, your thought, written, your hands, whatever it is that is your passion. You're leaving your mark in this world. You're leaving your mark so others can see it, find it. And yeah, there might be some residue of pain. Something hurt you, something that really gave you that suffering. It's like dark night of the soul really, but you're coming into your own because you've got the World card here. So there's a completion here, a completion, but the world is at your feet. You can do whatever you want. So don't underestimate what you can do in this lifetime. You may be like thinking it through because you've got the Hermit here, traveled a while, but it's time perhaps to even think things through or not stagnate. It's more about thinking, what do you want to do? I mean, like the Hangman is a bit like that, thinking what you do. The Hermit, it's more like you've got the wisdom, but you're waiting until you gain that knowledge, or you're waiting until you got things together. But Spirit is saying, bring in the imperfection. Bring in the imperfection. So don't have everything perfect. Just move forward. And I'm just looking here to see if it's still on. Just move forward because you have everything you need to know. It's like there's a sudden stop for something. Pain, suffering, whatever. This is all about surrendering what no longer serves you. Yes, you're going through some things that may hurt you to the core or keep you from pushing forward to where you want to go. But if you have a look at the King of Wands, he's not letting anyone stop him from going forward. Yeah, he may have gone on a rough road. He may have climbed that mountain. But he's got the lion behind him, which means he's the leader. The lion's following him. He's the leader. The lion has taught him how to be his own boss, how to be his own leader. He's got the torch, so he's got his own light. He doesn't follow people. He follows himself. He follows his own path. He's not here to follow the crowd or the herd. He is paving a way for his own success. And that's what this message is about. Surrendering what no longer serves you, releasing that pain as best as you can. There is a door ending. There is a door closing. It's completion. You've gone through that cycle. You've gone through that journey. It's now closing that door, and you're bringing everything together of the stories of your journey and what's happened. But it's time to release that wound. It's time to release that suffering and have a better way of life, a better journey from here on out, because you weathered the storm. Really, after the storm, you've weathered it. You've gone through it. You've made it, really. And there might be some residue of pain or hurt or sadness, or it doesn't have. It can be anything. Maybe misunderstands. It can be things not going your way. It can be decisions you decided to make or didn't make, whatever it is, but you are taking the steps to release that pain and suffering and really come into your own, really be that leader, because at the end of the day, you want to leave that legacy. Here we got the Knight of Pentacles. You've got the creative ideas and you want to leave that legacy. You want a better life for yourself. It's like starting over, but starting over for the better. It's not forgetting what your journey has been, or it's about releasing it so you don't constantly look back over your shoulder. What's happened? Why did this happen? Sometimes we don't need to know why it happened. Sometimes it's best to leave it in the past, and sometimes to further grow on our path, we have to get through that pain. If we forget the pain, if we put the pain underneath the rug, so to speak, it's going to come back when something in your life troubles you. Then all the pain is going to come out, and then it's going to be, why is this happening to me? Why does it keep happening? So it's very important to break free from that pain. And it's not, I'm not saying just like that, because I've had experience where it sometimes it can take years, sometimes months, sometimes years, but it's not going to happen overnight. And you work through, you find ways to heal yourself so you can make a better life and a better story for yourself. And I hope this, actually, I'm just about to end it, but I'm being told to do one more tarot. So let's see, this one can be a bonus card. So what, because Spirit is saying one more card. I'm seeing two, but let's see what comes out. Oh, there's more than two. Yeah. Wow. The Tower. Big changes are happening, definitely. Don't be afraid of the Tower. Look, when I see the Tower in my own reading, when I do my own reading, I think, oh my God, again. So, but the Tower is like releasing. Changes have to be made on your path in order for your path to get better. I did see the two. We do have the Two of Wands. Aren't we lucky? The Two of Wands is making that decision. So you're looking out the window, you want to make a decision. You've got that stick in front of you, and you've got the world, if you can see it, let it focus. So you've got options. You could even want to travel the world even. You may be even having that in your goals. Set some goals. Set some goals for yourself. See, look, traveling. You've even got that car, that van. So you want to be a free spirit even. Well, why is it not? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, there, because it was focusing on my face. That car, van here, and the travel. So maybe there's a decision to move. Maybe there's a decision to relocate for a job. Maybe there's a decision that you want to change your life for the better, making changes. But Two of Wands is about making changes. And you're looking out the window, so should I take this or should I go? What should I do? The Nine of Cups is this big yes. Wishes fulfilled even. All your cups are being fulfilled. This is a wish card. It's like your dreams manifesting. What you want will come forward. So if we just focus on the three last cards that we got, the Tower, big changes. We're going to have to release. It's going to hurt. It might hurt, might not, but might be a bit disruptive. It may be a bit of a shock, but you've got it. You just have to make that decision. There is a decision you have to make, because otherwise you're just going to be like this. Nothing change. If you don't make that decision and go forward, nothing's going to change, and you're just going to be stuck in that sadness, and you're going to be, it's going to be a hard life. I mean, I get it. I've been through it, going through it, whatever. But that Nine of Cups is waiting for you. That nine, your wishes come true. The dreams that you have to dream big, and you have to follow through and make plans. And if you're stuck on making those plans, then it's important to write out, get a journal, get a book, and write out things like, do a line of what goals do I want to achieve. It could be small goals for the next month, for the next 2-3 months, next 6 months, next 5 years, maybe next, a year from now. It doesn't have to be what I've been doing is reading books, listening to podcasts, listening to music. Raise your vibration, raise your energy levels through listening to music that brings you joy, not sad music or anything like that, because that's just going to bring you down. And this is about self-healing as best as you can, whatever works for you. It could be totally different from that, but I hope this reading has helped you out. I still am looking how to do the setup, but I hope this reading has helped you out, and I wish you so much, and come back for more. Bye.